Hey everybody, it's Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek. You're joining me to play our next round of Sentinels of the Mltiverse. Welcome and thank you for watching. Don't want you to forget, a little reminder that we have a contest going. I'm going to give one person away, you can watch on the previous video, one person away a copy of the Ambuscade Villain, which is separate from all the boxes that are made for the game so far, and also a copy of Infernal Relics to two or perhaps one lucky winner. We'll see. And I'm going to draw that at random based on two things. I'll just quickly go over the rules again. Like the videos, the last video that I did on this on Board Game Geek, and then also like on YouTube, and then post a comment on YouTube saying which one of the two items you would like. That's it. Okay, thanks, and let's get on with our turns now. Okay, so we're immediately going into our villain turn. Man, we've had some bad luck with these stupid cards getting rid of our hands. She's really good at sabotaging us and keeping us from getting things done. But let's jump right into it. So, we do have a start of the turn event for her, flipping the card if we have 3 clues out. We don't. So let's look for other start of the turn's events. What doesn't kill you? We do have that. It says at the start of the villain turn, if there are no diversions cards in play, play the top card of the villain deck. Well, here we go. What do we get? We get Isolated Hero. When this card enters play, put it next to the hero character card with the most cards in play. That would be Raw. The hero and the hero's cards cannot affect or be affected by any hero card or effect from another hero deck. Okay, it's ongoing. So as long as that's in play, it is a clue, by the way. And I guess, how long does that last? As it says, when this card enters play, put it next to the card, this hero and this hero card. I guess it's indefinite, so I can't use another hero's powers to affect Raw, basically, at this point. And I just put that card next to his. But that does give us a third clue, and that takes care of the event for there. So let's move on. Misplaced hero memo. At the start of the villain turn, each hero target deals itself 2 psychic damage. We do know that is 1, and we do know that we have absolutely nothing to prevent that, unfortunately. So we're going to each take 1 point of damage again. Just go over to the app. 24 for Expatriate, 17 for Raw, 16 for Wraith, and 16 for Absolute Zero. That is going to take care of those. Now we go on to a regular drawing of the villain card. So let's see what we get. Okay. Yeah, that's the same card. Guys, I shuffle these. I swear I don't know how they end up together. When this card enters play, put it next to the hero character. Well, so this is Void. I guess it's going next. I'll put it next to Raw because he's still got the most cards. So it really didn't have much effect. Anyway, that's done. So let's continue on and look for at the end of events. So both of the clue cards have at the beginning events but not end events. So the only end event for the villain's turn is at the end of the villain turn, destroy 1 hero ongoing equipment card where their X equals the number of diversions. We don't have any diversions, so that ends, double check, triple check, that ends the villain phase. I'm going to check one thing and make sure the card draw of the second isolated hero doesn't have any impact. Let me check that and I'll be right back. So there's nothing in there that just doesn't tell us that we just got really lucky drawing that card twice. So I'm going to leave it at that. Now we're going to go on to our hero phase, and we're going to start with Expatriate. Now we do have some things to do now that we actually have hands we get to keep for a turn. She can't play the assault rifle, but she can play So she doesn't have anything that says at the start of the turn, so we'll just start there. But she does have this card. It says take any ammo card from your trash and put it into play or into your hand. So yeah, why not? I mean, let's take the hollow point rounds that she discarded last turn and put it next to our assault rifle again. That's our card play. Now, it was a one-shot. Now we get to use a power. Our power is going to be to fire the assault rifle at the... no. Guess, oh god, this is glorious. I love this. Okay, except we're not going to kill it, but that's, so be it. So remember that because of the misplaced memo, the non-hero target with the lowest hit points is immune to damage. That so far has been the filter spy, but now the main computer room has lower hit points, and it is a target, so we can actually attack the filter spy with this assault rifle. So for her power, she's going to play the assault rifle that does up to 3 targets, 2 projectile damage. That's 2. She burns the hollow point rounds, which increases the damage of the card by 2, gets rid of that card. And then, so that's 4, minus 1, 3. So we did do 3 points of damage. Let's go up to the app. We did do 3 points of damage to the spy. 1, 2, 3. He's down to 2. Now he's the lowest, but they'll trade back and forth until we get to kill one of them. Okay, that is going to end Expatriate's turn, so we're going to draw a card, reload again, and put that into her hand. You can get the idea for the theme of Expatriate. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, now let's move along to Wraith. Wraith has not been able to do much because of the things with the cards getting knocked out, but I think that right now we could do this, reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck, put one on the bottom, one on the top, and draw a card. That's a power. We have to play this as our card. Or we can play our trust fund, draw 4 cards, and then discard 2 cards. Let's do this one this turn. We're going to do the infrared eyepiece. That's what we're going to put into play. It's a piece of equipment. And then we're going to use the eyepiece's power, since she can't really do any damage right now, because the only thing she has is a melee attack. And it says, reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck, put one of them on the top and one of them on the bottom, then draw a card. So she's going to get to draw an extra card anyway, but here are the 2 cards. Conceal Betrayal, Ongoing Clue. At the end of the villain turn, destroy 1 hero, ongoing, or equipment card. At the start of the villain turn, each player may discard any number of their cards. If H cards are discarded this way, destroy this card. We'll probably put that one on top, because the other one's a one-shot. They're usually... Diversionary Tactics, reveal the top number of hero cards. We'll put this one on the bottom, with it puts out diversions. And we'll put this diversion on the top, because we can get rid of it pretty quickly. We have cards in our hands that are useless to us because they're duplicates, etc. That is going to end Wraith's phase, and she used her infrared eyepiece to kind of sort and manipulate Miss Information's deck. Yay. You know what I'm going to do, just so I don't forget? I'm going to take the second isolated hero cards and put it up here with these other 2 clue cards that she has, so I know that we have 3. So at the beginning of her next turn, she'll flip, and we'll be able to fight her then. All right, that's going to end Wraith's turn. So Absolute Zero, without a doubt, we're going to play his null point calibration unit. That is awesome for him. When Absolute Zero would take cold damage, he regains that many hit points instead. So he's going to deal himself 1 point of cold damage, increased by the focused aperture, but all damage is also reduced by 1, so he will recover 1 hit point this turn. So he goes back up to 17. That's good. So we adjusted that on the app. And then that's going to basically end his turn. So the power he used was to deal himself 1 cold damage. He enhanced that with the focused aperture, dealing himself 2 cold damage. Then, using the equipment, so the power he used was to deal himself 1 cold damage. Then using the equipment, when he would take cold damage, he regains that many hit points. So the damage is reduced because of the effect of the environment card, the Atlantean Throne Room, but he does get that 1 point back, and he can start to heal himself. That will improve as we go. Okay, that is the end of Absolute Zero's turn. Now you're starting to see the synergies that build with absolute zero, and how you can he can get really powerful if you can get the right cards in play. I mean, really powerful, like almost undefeatable. But he's hard to get there, and he could die before that even happens. But let's move on to Ra, who is isolated from the rest of the team. Okay, so for Ra, I already had a plan. He does have this Scorch Dorothy, could do some serious damage. I mean, we could destroy. For his play, he can still do damage. For his play, he's going to summon his staff. So we're going to play Summon Staff. What that means is we're going to look through his deck, and I'll do that right now, and we're going to find his staff, which, man, it was buried deep, so I'm glad that we did that. And then I'm going to shuffle his deck. So here's his staff. It says Raw Staff, Equipment, Relic, Limited. This is a Relic card. It's pretty nice. When this card enters play, Raw regains 3 hit points. Nice! Increased damage dealt by Raw by 1. And then Power. Raw deals 1 target, 3 projectile damage. Destroy this card. So if I use it as a projectile, I destroy it, but I will never do that. So, but he does have 4 active cards in play, and his damage is enhanced. So that basically voids out the, and I'm shuffling his deck, by the way, if you didn't know. Oh, one thing I did forget to do was draw Absolute Zero's new card. He got Modular Realignment. We'll put that in his deck. And so that was his card play. He played the 1-shot. Now he gets to activate a power. And so first off, because he put that into play, he gains 3 hit points. So he's back up to 20 because a result of bringing his staff into play. Now he's going to use his Blazing Tornado, which does 3 damage plus 1 for having his staff. So 4 damage minus 1, 3 damage to the computer. Wait. The main computer room, which is going to put it down to 1 point. Didn't quite destroy it, but we're getting close to destroying that card, which is nice. And that is going to end his turn, and we're going to draw another card for him. We drew Flame Barrier, which he already has, so it can only have 1, so it's limited. That means you can only have 1 in play. But you never know when you lose a card. But what that does do is give us enough cards to get that one we seeded into the deck out of play when we do the next villain turn. Okay, that ends all of the hero turns. Now we're getting on to what is the more complicated turn of the environment cards. So let's go look at those. Currently we have 4 environment cards in play, so let's start by looking at the at start of cards. So starting with the Atlantean Throne Room, it says at the start of the environment card, each player may draw a card. So yes, we're going to do that. Tactical Shotgun for we haven't seen that one before, for Expatriate. Expatriate deals 1 target 4 projectile damage. Only 1 ammo card may be in play at this card at one time, so that's fine. That is a really nice damaging card. We're going to definitely get use out of that. For Wraith, we drew Throat Jab. I like that one because it stops damage and does a little damage on it as well. For Absolute Zero, we drew another Modular Realignment, and you see me shuffle these guys, I don't know what to tell you. And then for Ra, we drew another Scorched Earth card. That's a really good one for when we flip Misinformation. We're going to nail her with some serious damage if we can. I don't know what she does when she flips. I haven't looked. I'm keeping it as a surprise. Okay, so Fixed Point. At the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. So that one, which basically made all cards indestructible last turn, is now gone. You know what? Last turn, I destroyed... After this power is used, destroy this card. But because of that fixed point, no cards were able to be destroyed. It says so it says all cards other than this card are indestructible. So I did not have to destroy that card. I used my hollow point rounds and I was able to keep them because I didn't have to destroy the card. So again, had a benefit. So that was that one. Now we got the main computer room. It says at the start of the environment turn, each player may draw a card. Okay, so we're going to do that too. That's been helpful to us. We get liquid nitrogen rounds for Expatriate for our guns. We get another Trust Fund card for Wraith. We get Cold Snap, ongoing limited at the start of your turn. Absolute Zero deals each non-hero target 1 cold damage. Awesome card because he can deal 1 point to everybody every round. plus the aperture, so even with that damage reduction, he'll still deal damage to any non-hero card that's out there that takes damage. And then for Ra, we got Flame Spike. It's a one-shot, deals one target, one fire damage, and you get to use an additional power. You know what else? When I did the infrared eyepiece, I did not draw a card for Wraith on that, so I did that as well, just to make up for it. So she's got quite a big hand going on. Okay, that is all the start of the environment turn effects that I can see. Now we're going to draw another card. We got Typhoon, Anomaly. At the end of the start of the environment turn, if there are no other anomaly cards in play, destroy this card. There are 3 actually, so that doesn't do anything. And this is our card draw. So now we move to the end of the environment phase, and I'll just go right into that. At the end of the environment phase, turn each player must put 1 card from their hand on top of their deck. Fair enough. I guess the Typhoon makes it a little crazy. Well, we have multiple duplicates. So, like for instance, yeah, I think we're going to put, because I don't want to burn it, I'm going to put, Expatriate's going to put Reload back on the top of her deck. Wraith has a microcomputer, and she has a couple of extra things. Yeah, she'll put a Trust Fund back on top of her deck, because I think we might have to burn that card, microcomputer, for what's about to come out. Frostbound. We'll put the one of the 2 modular realignments on top of Absolute Heroes deck to come out, and then for Ra, we will put we'll put one of the Scorch Dorothy's back on top. Okay, so that took care of that. Now that was the Typhoon. So in addition, at the end of the phase, we also have the Filter Spy. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the non-agent target with the second highest hit points hero -1. So 3 -1, so 2 points of damage goes to. Second highest is still Ra, so he's going to take 2 points of damage. Now, what does his flame barrier do? The first time, because by the way, the reason I'm asking that is the spy is no longer the lowest hit point creature, so or target. The first time Ra is dealt damage by a target, which he just was, Ra deals that target 2 fire damage. So -1 is 1 fire damage to the spy, which almost kills it. Oh wait, Ra's staff adds an extra point. We have destroyed the spy finally. Boom. Spy is gone. Because we did a total of 3 points. 1 for the staff, says increased damage dealt by Ra by 1, period. End of story. So 1 from the staff, 1 from the, and 2 from the barrier, -1 for the Atlantean Throne Room environment card. Okay, so that ends that. Now that was, now we got at the main computer room one, which is the worst one. At the end of the, we were going to draw atop the villain card. We draw Concealed Betrayal, Ongoing Clue. At the end of the villain phase, okay, these are both villain phase effects, so nothing's going to happen from these now. We'll just put it in play, and we'll deal with it on our next turn. So that was a pretty eventful turn. We got to play some cards finally. So hey guys, thanks for joining me. Very much appreciated. That's going to end our environment turn. All cards have been activated, and now we're going to end our session. Please don't forget, giving away a couple of cool things: the Ambuscade bonus villain and a copy of Infernal Relics. Again, all I ask is that if you're outside the country, that you pay shipping. If you're inside the country, being the continental United States. If you're in the continental United States, I will ship it to you for nothing. Anyway, thanks a bunch, and I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day.